What's good, y'all? It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talks, TC Fitness. Gladly here with y'all. Back at it again with a new YouTube video. Welcome back to Everlasting Awareness, one of the best YouTube channels on this platform. Now, this video right here, I'm going to talk to you guys about my personal experience working for the USPS. And this video is for those that may want to start working here. Being that we are in a tough working economy, where a lot of people are getting laid off and a lot of people are looking for jobs. Now, I'm on my break, I'm taking a break. I do not speak on the behalf of the Postal Service. Blah, 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 whatever. This is just my personal experience, once again, and I'm going to tell y'all the raw and the real, alright? This is in no particular order, so, yeah. First things first, if you're going to work this job, you have to be prepared to not have a work-life balance. This job is going to physically drain you and mentally drain you. And I'm just going to be raw and honest with you guys, alright? Especially if you're starting out as a CCA. Well, whatever position you apply for and you do at this job, it's going to drain you. It is very, very physically demanding. You're going to be having early risings and long nights. You ain't gonna know what time you get off work. This is not a regular 9 to 5, okay? I'm letting y'all know that off the rip. It's going to be mentally exhausting because you have to deal with crappy management. The management don't know how to talk to people, right? Off of my own personal experience, I done had to crash out twice at this job, because I don't tolerate disrespect from people. I don't care who you are, bro. I honestly don't care how much money you make. That does not faze me. You're not better than anybody. Just because of a job title, you're not better than nobody, okay? We're still human at the end of the day. And you're still trading your time for money. Just like me. So, yeah. But yeah, if you have kids, or if you're in a relationship or anything like that, it's going to be tough. Right? If your significant other understands that you're going to be working a lot, then cool. But you're never going to know when you get off work. You could feel like, oh, I finished my job, I finished my work, I'm about to head back to the station, it's time for me to go home. No. They're going to give you more work. They're going to send you out to go help other people, and they deem you as the help. Right? At the CCA, you're looked at as the help. Okay? What else? They don't care about how you personally feel. There's a lack of empathy in this corporation, right? You can need a mental health day. They're not going to care. They're going to actually try to, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, bro. Like, especially in your first 90 days, they're going to try to play mind games, manipulation games, right? They're going to try to get you to move fast and hurry up and get the mail delivered and hurry up and get the packages delivered and what's taking you so long in the street and all this other stuff, right? Whatever. Because management only strictly cares about their numbers. They care about their bonus at the end of the year, right? Because if they reach certain metrics, they get this bonus. Cool. So that's what they care about. They don't care about you. They don't care about that, right? There may be times where you need help. In your beginning stages, yeah, they'll send you help. They'll send other carriers out there to go and help you. But as you learn the routes and as you learn how to do this job and X, Y, and Z, they stop sending you to help. They're going to send you to go help other people. You get, like I said, there's really no work-life balance in this job, bro. You're going to be working 6 days. You get 1 day off. This is not your typical work 5 days, get 2 days off. There might be weeks where you work 10 days straight. Then you get a day off. Especially during peak season, you know. So yeah, your hourly rate is not what you see on paper, right? So some of y'all may try to sign up and y'all see, oh, they starting out at 21 an hour. Okay, you guys tend to forget about the GOV because they don't care about us, right? The W-2 working class, you get taxed the highest, so they don't care about that unless you file exempt. If you file exempt, then cool beans. But if not, you're not getting what you see on paper. And the only way that you genuinely make something decent money, I mean $1,500, $1,600, maybe $1,700 every 2 weeks is after taxes is if you do overtime. So that's usually how they reel the people in at this organization, at this company, is with the overtime. Oh, you get paid time and a half. You get double pay after 10 hours. And what company does that? Because many companies don't even do that. That's how they finesse you. All right. I've been here now for a year and 2 months. I started back in November of 2024. That's when I started working at my station. And sometimes I don't even know how I'm still here. Like I said, I have to crash out twice being here. I have days where I want to quit. You know, that's me being raw and transparent with you guys. I have days where I don't want to work for this job because I know that this is not a job that is going to make me ultra rich and ultra wealthy. I can sit there and say, well, there's people that retired with a pension and they have a lot of money in their TSP, which is a thrift savings plan. It's like a 401k. But those people have worked there their entire life. There are lifers here. There are people that literally, this is all they do. This is all that they know. And I remind myself not to be that. I would rather build my own business. I would rather put my money into some assets, put my money into the stock market, learn about real estate, put my money into that before I ever give my entire life to a job. I will create a job for myself, which is what I do every day when I make my YouTube videos, before I ever give my life to a company. I would never meet the CEO. These people can care less about you. They can care less about your family and how you feel. And like I said, like working here, the only way that you genuinely make something is if you do the overtime. Without overtime, you're not making much. And that's just me being honest and raw with you guys as a CCA. I can sit there and have the regulars or the people that's been here telling you, oh, it gets better. No, it does not. It will take you 12 years to reach the top pay at this place. The top pay is a little bit, I think it's like $40 an hour. I think, or probably a little bit less than that for the city carriers. When you become career, whatever. And I can sit there and say, well, some people make 6 figures there. Well, them people have been working in their whole entire life. And that's a fact. And you're really going to make the 6 figures if you do the overtime. And I don't even know if you take home 6, right? Now, you got different crafts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just talking for a city carrier perspective. You know? Management, supervisors, they're not your friends. Don't try to be buddy and cool with them. Yeah, they may seem cool, but at the end of the day, they don't care about you. They don't have your best interest. They just want to make sure the mail is delivered and the packages are delivered, and they need people to do it. That's it. You know, would I recommend this job to anybody? No. Why? Because a lot of people quit after the first 30 days or the first 2 months because you see how you're treated. The environment is not the greatest environment in the world. I'm being honest, bro. Y'all can judge me if y'all want to. I don't care. It's like this job is like a cult. Like you talk bad about it, people will gang up on you. Stop complaining. You're a big baby. This, other, third. But it's me speaking the truth, bro. Y'all don't like the truth. It's okay. The environment can be toxic. It feels like high school. Yeah, you're working all day. You never know when you're gonna get off. You need to make sure you take your lunch break here, because a lot of people don't take their lunch breaks and they just do the work so that they could get the work over it. But they're gonna take the money out of your check anyway. You don't get paid for lunch. Yeah, man, it's demanding. It's physically demanding and it's mentally draining. You know what I'm saying? And my YouTube channel hasn't jumped off the ground yet to where I could sit there and just be like, okay, I'm leaving. You know? Like, yeah, I got assets. That's cool. Woo. But at the end of the day, it's like, you got to play things smart. And once again, I'm working on building my own business online. So, but this is not the greatest job in the world. Oh, it's easy. No, bro, just be honest with people, bro. It's physically demanding. You're going to be doing a lot. You're going to be delivering a lot of packages. You're going to be delivering a lot of mail. You got to sit there and push a push cart all day for 5, 6, 7 hours a day. You walking majority of the day, bruh. 8, 9, 10 miles, 12 miles a day. Some people do more, depending on what state you live in. depending on the area. You got to learn the different routes. You got to learn how to use the scanner. You got to be careful with the arrow key, because people will approach you about the arrow key. You got to be aware of your surroundings. Like, it's a lot that comes with this job, bro. Got to watch out for dogs and people on the street, and you know what I'm saying? It's a big responsibility. You're dealing with people's mail. You're dealing with people's personal information. You're dealing with people's packages. It's a very, very big responsibility, you know? And a lot of people come in thinking that it's going to be a cakewalk until you do it for a month, do it for 2 months, and then you'll see, nah, bro, I don't know what I signed myself up for. I don't know what I was getting myself into. I don't know how y'all do this for 30 years. Like, you just start questioning everything. You even start questioning your own sanity. And the job is very repetitive, bruh. You know? And, like, the raises that they give is crap. Like, the cost of living is constantly rising. So, it's not like you about to keep up with inflation. Like, don't mind my glove, bruh. But it's not like you're going to keep up with inflation. You're not. Carriers don't get paid enough money. And that's just the truth. I try to manage what I have. I try to work with what I got. Will the job pay your bills? Yeah, it will. But how much money would you really have left over after your bills are taken care of? Right? So yeah, I always, vouch for the carriers and say we need to get paid more money here. But these people not gonna care about what I say. I don't own this organization, nor am I gonna work like I own it. I don't. Like, it's like I don't have that care as I did when I first started. Because when you first start a job, you're excited because it's something new, and you're thinking, all right, this is a fresh start, and blah 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 blah. But as you keep doing it, you like, bro, this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. You're working in every weather: the rain, the cold, the snow, the hot. They don't care. Like, they literally don't care about you, bro. Like, they care about getting the mail delivered. They put the mail over the people, bro. They don't have empathy for you. They don't have empathy for anybody in this job. It don't matter if you're my age, I'm 31. It don't matter if you're an older person. It don't matter it don't matter. They don't care. You signed up for the job. We need you to get the job done. That's it. Bro, I think the guy was like 70 and he was working here. My boy left. He left. Word. He left after a couple months. It's tough, bro. And they hire anybody. That's the craziest part about this job, bro. Like, they don't discriminate. They hire anybody. So just be mindful. People do crash out here. People do go through it mentally. But y'all will see, because you go through a lot in the station. Bro, there's a lot that the public doesn't see that we go through in the station. And it's like, you shouldn't have to work a job where you got to hold back and be afraid to speak your mind because you're afraid of losing your job. Don't be afraid, bro. I mean, like, take home after, the GOV took their cut and all this extra, because you get taxed so much, bro. I probably took home, on paper, $45,000 after my first year. If y'all think that's a lot living in New York City, I don't know. Maybe you got to think bigger. But all the overtime, all the wear and tear I put in my body, all of the long nights and early rides and stuff, and to only bring home $45,000, I did that doing Uber Eats on my own. So, like, what? There was no real difference. Only thing that did save me was me still doing Uber Eats. Because on my off days, like, you feel me? But yeah. There's a lot more, but, you ain't gonna have no weekends to yourself. You're gonna be working every weekend. No work-life balance, once again. And yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's tough. Even if you sign up for the union, you think the union has your back, okay, whatever. But I wouldn't recommend this job to anybody. I mean, if y'all want to try, just see for yourself. Just see for yourself. And please, my apologies, y'all, for the sniffles. But yeah, just see for yourself. At the end of the day, it's up to you. I don't know your personal financial situation, and I cannot tell you what to do. You can make your own decision. I'm just going based off my own personal experience and what this job endures. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments below.